Hello and welcome to The Canadian Wants to Know. On today's episode, I ask the question, how can I develop a learning habit? If you are someone who wants to learn a new language or develop a technical skill, but you've struggled to be consistent with this habit, then this is the episode for you. When I first moved to Germany, I could not speak one word of German. So what I did is I got some grammar books and I would review these books for hours on end. At the end of the day, my wife would ask me, "So what did you learn today?" And my answer was, "I don't remember." I tried to put so much information into my head and I just couldn't remember it. So after 2 or maybe 3 weeks, I gave up. But then I found Duolingo. Duolingo is a language learning app where you play these small little games of 5 minutes and you can learn a couple new phrases and a couple new vocabulary words. So I started to do this every day just for a couple minutes, and what I realized is that my German started to improve. So the first thing that I learned about language acquisition or developing any type of habit for that matter is don't bite more than you can chew. If you try to do too much at once, you will quickly burn out. It is better to do a little bit each day. As I always tell my students, slow and steady wins the race. Another helpful feature of the Duolingo app is their streaks. Every day that you come back to the app, it'll add to a streak. And as I reached 30 or 40-day streak, I continued to come back because I didn't want to break that streak anymore. So this is one of the techniques that I recommend, and there's different apps that you can use to develop streaks for the habits. So every day that you are consistent with the habit, you can mark it off and it will add to that streak. And to show you that it works, I have reached a streak of 1,200 days on Duolingo. Every day I get up and I know it's automatic for me that I'm going to do my Duolingo for 5 minutes. So like I said, slow and steady wins the race. The third point I want to make is look for an accountability partner. Ask a colleague or a friend to check up on you to make sure that you are staying consistent with your habit. When I wanted to start working out, I joined the application Freeletics, and I asked a few friends in Canada to join the app as well. And we all worked out and made sure that the other person was staying consistent with their workout routine. 9 months later, I work out 5 days a week, and I've been consistent on this app because I have a group of friends who help me stay accountable, and we help each other stay focused and motivated to continue. The fourth point I want to make, and this is the most important one, you need to have a strong enough why. You need to know why you want to develop this good habit. When I decided to learn German, the why was I live in Germany, in a country where everyone speaks German, so if I want to survive and communicate with the people here, I need to learn that language. That was my why, and that motivated me, even on the days when I just didn't feel like doing German. So you might say, if all I'm doing is 5 to 10 minutes a day, that shouldn't be too hard to do. But believe me, there might be a day where you're very busy, and because your why is not strong enough, you'll just forget about it and your streak will end, and then you won't go back to it anymore. So make sure you have a strong why. If you don't, look for a new habit or rethink how you can find a stronger why. To recap, number 1, slow and steady wins the race. Number 2, build a streak, don't break it. Number 3, find an accountability partner. And number 4, the most important one, is find a strong enough why. In the comments section, let me know what are the habits that you're trying to develop and what are the strategies that you're implementing in order to reach your objectives. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Also, bis nächstes Mal.